Hello. It's been a hot minute. But I have more time, and so I thought I'd start another reading vlog. Um, I've got no actual main plans for reading at the minute. I just want to read books and enjoy them. I I am doing 75 books. That has been on pause while I've been finishing up my contract at work, but I'm finishing that off on Sunday, so I thought let's just have a bit of fun. I am currently reading Hunted by Abir Mukherjee, and this is interesting so far. It's a thriller, and you're following three different POVs. You have an FBI agent who is investigating this bombing that's occurred in LA. Then you're following the father of a girl who is involved with the bombing, and then you're also following the guy who is making the bombs. I don't want to say too much in case it spoils too much, but that's basically what you're following, and it's kind of just like, well, they're hunting them, basically knitting. I typically crochet more than I knit, but I had the obsession with the other day thinking like I wanted to start knitting socks. So I'm making my first like practice sock because I'm trying to like learn how the pattern works before I actually fully commit. Like I've already made mistakes with this, but like, I know how to fix them. But this is like what I'm doing so far. So it's knitting, I think it's magic loop, or it's in the round, I'm not too sure. But like, yeah, you have like the circular needles and everything. But yeah, so I got like a bit of ribbing. I basically fudged up on the end at the start, you can see there, and it's there. But it's going alright so far. It's just like where I was first learning how to use circular needles, but I think I now got my head around it, and I really like this wool. It is it's very like, it's sock wool. It's 4-ply. I got it in a craft shop and it literally said like sock wool on the label, so I was like, that's what I need. So no. But I've never actually done ribbing before for the cuff. It's very interesting. I feel like you can't really see it nicely on this side. You can see it on that side, but you can see it better on the inside. But like I was really impressed with like the ribbing there. But no. So yeah. So I'm working on the leg part right now, and it has to be 8 centimeters. I measured it before I did like previous like half, and it was at like 5.5 centimeters. So I got like, another 2.5 bits to go, and then I just start with the heel, which who knows how that's gonna go. I'm following like some TikTok tutorials that I found. I was looking at so many, and so many of them I could not understand, but this one I found on TikTok was really good. And like, she does it very like, she'll tell you what to do, she'll show you on her like her little needles that she's actually working with, and then she'll go, and I'm going to show you now on some bigger needles so you understand what I mean. It's easier, and the way she just like explains it all is very, very good. I really appreciate her videos. I'm also I've started and Now Back to You by BK Borison. I've actually not read that much. I'm actually halfway through a chapter apparently. But I don't know, I was like a bit slow with this. I can't tell if maybe I wasn't like in the mood for it. Like what I've read, I'm like 80 pages in, and it's good. And like I'm 200 pages into this book, and I've read this time technically. So I don't know. But they're the books I'm actually reading. Good morning. It's now Tuesday. I read some more of Hunted yesterday. I don't think I read that much more. I'm now on page 289, or chapter 41. I read like a little bit before I had my book club last night in person, and then I read a little bit more this morning before I had a shower and got dressed for the day. And honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna read today because I have an eye test in like 2 hours ish, like just over 2 hours. But I got to walk into town for that, and also I got to do the food shop. And I mean, ideally, I should do some housework. Like the flat does need a bit of like attention, but honestly, also I kind of just want to like just sit and play games, sit and read, sit in it. So I guess we'll really see what I get up to. I'm still enjoying Hunted. we just had like some actions just happen. So I don't know, I always feel bad having like to describe books. I don't know what to say. I don't, other than that, I'm enjoying this book. It's keeping me like entertained, and I'm like, you know, I'm focused on it, which is always a good sign. I'm actually debating though whether or not to like head off into town earlier and read at a coffee shop for a bit, because I feel like that could be nice, like a little bit of chill time before. I always need to get my prescription from Boots, and also could do with getting a new body wash. Very fun adult things. I realised how greasy it is. You can tell it's like 6:30 in the evening, and I've had dinner. I'm home alone. I've got a Pepsi Max, and I'm gonna sit and play on the PC. And also, new room alert, I've never been filming in this room ever because it's Ben's office. That's where the PC is. But I thought I would have a quick little yap while I get the PC ready to play the game. And also tell you what the game is, because it's free. Where is the mouse? Am I being done? There, I'm being done. Anyway, no, so I've had a nice little day. So I had my eye test. My vision hasn't changed, but I have purchased new glasses, like new frames, because these ones, I had them for a while now. Like I bought the same frame a few years back because I like these frames. I just needed new ones with new lenses, and they're 2 for 1 at Specsavers. So for £100 I bought 2 glass frames because I couldn't make up my mind. I was by myself, which never helps, and so I decided I'll get both. Why not? Might as well. And they're both just normal glasses, not one isn't sunglasses, because I was like, I don't know which one I prefer on my face. I like both of them, but there we go. Got home, had to grab some carrots and peppers from the shop on the way home, and then I chilled for a little bit, and then I had the motivation to clean the bathroom, which honestly was a state. It did really need doing. And then I honestly just had I had my audiobook on, and I was just sat like crocheting up granny squares, like to make it into like a little blanket. Which took me way longer than I thought it would. But maybe I was crocheting a bit slow at first because I was figuring out how to do it. I don't know. I had fun with that. And I've very much almost finished reading Hunted. I have like not even 30 pages left. I know that I'm going to finish it once I've like had enough of playing my game. So this is what it looks like. It looks so cute and cozy, and I just definitely want to start playing this right now. So I'm going to do. Yeah, I've been playing this game now for an hour and a half. It's so addicting. I don't think I'm doing it like the best way if you really think about it, but I'm having fun, and I'm literally like so focused. Like I'm just sat here mute like this, like as I'm like tapping away, and I tried my headphones up, so I think I might put some like quiet music on and chill, and I'm having such a good evening. It's great. I love it. Saturday now. Past 2 days, I had work on Thursday. I didn't feel much because honestly, it was not a great day. Work is slow. Tomorrow's my last shift though. Can't wait for that. And then yesterday was Friday, and I saw my sister, and honestly just did nothing the rest of the day. I played some more of the Arcane Library game, and me and Ben sat and watched My Hero on the TV, which was really fun. And then today, as you've just seen, I have been reading more of And Now Back to You by BK Borison. I am really getting into this book now, like as you can see, like I've read a lot. I'm almost at like page 300, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's like it's such a fun time. I'm really loving Jackson and Delilah and their dynamic a lot. And I've also been crocheting a little bit. I also stuck on press on nails because I've had like a bit of bad anxiety this week. I think with a whole of like finishing work and stuff. So I kind of bit all my nails because I'm trying to grow them out. So I thought yesterday I'll get some like press on nails just to like have a little something. And these ones are cute, they're from Primark. And they're like, I don't know, like little flowers. And my ring finger and my index finger on both hands have like little ones that stick out, which I can already tell is gonna get stuck on lots of stuff. But hey, if honestly, as long as it lasts like tomorrow at work and then on Monday when I go see my dad, that would be quite fun. I think they look quite cute. I'm actually proud that I did them quite nicely. But yeah, they were £3.50 from Primark. I mean, I'm not expecting great results, you know. So no, crochet wise, I just did another granny square because I'm trying to crochet a Kindle case. And I just thought like I'll crochet some like lilac-y and some pink granny squares, and then I kind of want to stitch them up with a different colour. I have this like dark blue, but I think I'm gonna single crochet them up together. But I feel like it should fit nicely. I think this has given me the amount of granny squares I need, but I could be very wrong there. I'm having a cozy day. I didn't want to do much today. I got laundry on. I've already got one load on the error. Got another one in the machine right now. Obviously tomorrow's my last day of work. Because I think I've mentioned this so many times now. Obviously we're moving in July back to Luxembourg, which is where my fiance is from. And so originally it was gonna be end of June. And so now it's end of July because we had a like extension of lease thing with new laws and stuff. So when I handed in my notice, we assumed it was still gonna be end of June. But I probably could have said to my boss like, oh, could I work a few extra weeks? I didn't want to because it's actually bad for my mental health as well. Because obviously like I lost my mum in November, and I work at a nursing home, and it's really hard seeing all these elderly women who have their daughters, and I'm just like, why couldn't my mum got to that age? So I think I was really struggling with work, and I know it was the right decision for me to put my resignation when I did. I was really trying to tough it out and I couldn't. That's fine. You know, we're only human at the end of the day. Okay, good evening. It's now Sunday evening. I had my last shift at work today and it went really well. But this morning before I left for work, I finished reading And Now Back to You by BK Borison. And I really enjoyed this book. The atmosphere of like all the snow and like a little cabin and like they're reporting on like the snowstorm. It was so cute, and I definitely think I preferred First Time Caller, which is the first book in this little series. However, this was a really good like follow-up book, and I'm intrigued to see if there's going to be another book in the series and who the couple might follow. I know, I think I gave this book like a 4 stars, so I had a good time reading it. I did find it a little bit slow to get into, but that might have been that might have been me. But no, that was a really good book. It's a really cozy romance. I think the couple, they had really good chemistry in my opinion, and they got on really well, and I really enjoyed Jackson, who is the male main character, and how his like family situation, like how he's got like full custody of his twin younger sisters and how he has to like raise them. Like he is such a good like parent to them, and you can really see that throughout the book, and it's just like they are his priority. And Delilah, the female main character, like she helps him with them towards the end, because like she understands that like no matter what, the girls are gonna come first. And it was just so sweet and touching, and like I loved it. I loved it a lot. Thank you all for watching. This was like a nice little cozy like week of reading. So I read Hunted, which was really good, but the ending fell flat. I didn't love the ending. Like the rest of it was really good. The ending just went for me, which is like fair enough. And then obviously then I read And Now Back to You by BK Borison, and it was a really good time. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I'm going to read next. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!